Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and we're back out here in my hot garage. But I can tell you, it was not as hot as it was yesterday. Yesterday, I came out here in the evening after the sun had gone down, and I was hoping to film the garage portion of a range report on the Beretta 92 GTS. And it was so hot out here that when I was in the middle of filming my first segment, you know, the whole hey everybody, Jason from the Texas Gun Vault and what I'm going to review and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I had sweat just running down my head and it was miserable. And I just couldn't do it. So I tried to go inside and actually find a place inside to film, and I just couldn't get the lighting right. So I had to wait till today, and I was able to get this done. So I just need to clean this up, get it back in the box, and get this back to my friend Richard. I've already gotten the video edited, and I sent it his way. But I have two things that I was able to pick up today that I wanted to share with you, which are going into the queue of upcoming projects. Right now, I have two more things from my friend Jack, number 2. I think I got the Walther PPK in 22, the range portion filmed. I need to do like the garage portion of that. And then I have, I think, 2 other guns to review of Jack number 1. I got the gun from Richard done. And then we have these two. Let's talk about the first one, which I gave you guys a little bit of a hint on. I think I even told you what it was. This is a gun that I picked up from my FFL friend today. And it is a gun that has been given to the channel by a company for me to review. And as I mentioned, I will always be upfront and honest when I do the review, so people can decide if the fact that I got the gun for free, is that going to taint my thoughts and opinions on it. And the gun that we will be reviewing will be the Girsan let me get this right, the MC14 G84. And this is Girsan's version of the Beretta 84S. I think it uses the same magazine, which, by the way, you only get one magazine with this, so that's kind of cheap. But it is a Metgar mag, and I think, once again, it's the same as a Beretta 84S. But I'm not sure if any other parts are interchangeable. I know when it comes to the Girsan 92 clone, the slide will not fit on a regular Beretta, but I'll have to get my personal Beretta 84FS out and see what's interchangeable. But they sent the two-tone one. This gun is chambered in 380. It is direct blowback. And I think from honestly just handling it here on the workbench, when it comes to its function, I actually like it better than the Beretta. And it's for 2 reasons, okay? The first reason is, and they're actually, I think, kind of related maybe. The first thing is, of course, let me safety check the gun. With the magazine out of the gun, you can pull the trigger and the hammer will drop. Now, the Beretta has the magazine safety disconnect, which I think gives us a very bad trigger pull. So the trigger in this is actually a little bit better, I think, than the Beretta. The other thing that I like, and it was always my complaints with the original Beretta, is that when you rack the slide, I think it was a combination of the hammer spring and the recoil spring, but it's really hard to rack. Like, it is just under a lot of tension. This one, I feel like the recoil spring is not as stout, and you can actually rack the slide relatively easy on this compared to the Beretta. So those are 2 things, just handling it here on the workbench, I really like. But the build quality, this is nice. The other Girsans that I have reviewed have been nice, and that is what I will be taking a look at. So this is kind of like their standard model. You know, they have the tip-up one. This isn't a tactical model with a rail or anything, but it seems to be good. It seems to be good. So that's the first upcoming projects video, and I'll probably put that one kind of closer to the front. Maybe I'll get it to the range this week. And the other gun I have to review is a Sig, and this one is coming from my friend Tony. And Tony has lent some other things to the channel in the past. And this one is really interesting because I'm not really sure what I think about it. I mean, I like the gun itself, but I don't know if it's cool enough for me to ever really want to add to the collection because it kind of tries to straddle two different worlds, okay? And let me explain what I mean. So he had picked up both the M17 and M18X, okay? So you guys know I love military pistols, military firearms. And Sig has the contract for the M17 and the M18. And some people just don't like those pistols because they have the manual safety and so forth. But they came out with this, the M17 and M18X, which looks the part, okay? So we do get, and what comes in the box is you do get the M17 sight, the Romeo M17, which these are actually kind of hard to get and kind of expensive, and I kind of want one for my Sig M17 and M18. But they come, I think, on these pistols. You obviously see we get a different grip module, and I don't think that's, no, is that like that tungsten infused one? I don't know. I have to do some research. This thing's kind of heavy. I don't know. It might be the tungsten infused one. It doesn't feel like it. I think it's polymer. But anyway, it has a mag well on it, and it's in the right color, but it doesn't have the manual safety, but it also doesn't have the right trigger in it. This has a flat face trigger. So for them to call this an M17X, I think is kind of a misnomer. You do get an M17 slide on it, and it kind of has that part number and all that, so it looks the part. The slide is right. It looks the part of an M17. But everything else about the gun is not an M17. But the serial number says M17 and it has some numbers after it and things, numbers and letters. So I'm not sure how I feel about this. I kind of feel like this is a gun that they tried to market to people that want a military pistol, but don't really want a military pistol. So some things about it I think I like, some things about it I don't. But who knows? This thing might be the best Sig P320 I've ever shot. But he let me borrow this, and yeah, so we'll see. I like the M17s. I think they shoot pretty good, so I'm excited to get this to the range. And once again, this may change my mind on some things. So we will just have to see. So there's that. So this thing came with an instruction manual for the Romeo M17. I guess we get some swag in here with stickers. We get a patch, and we get a couple extra mags. So I'll be taking this to the range. So I'm curious what you guys think about this one. And I promised Tony I would move this one to kind of the top of the pile too. So actually all the guns I have are kind of on the top of the pile, and I'm working as fast as I possibly can. And I'm actually getting through a lot of guns fast. So I'm pretty happy with that. My productivity here at the Texas Gun Vault has been pretty good, and I'm finding time to get this stuff done. And I've really come up with a pattern and a cycle for how I get it done. So I know what I need to do. I've become pretty efficient. But I will say the slowest process right now is I'm becoming more picky and OCD about the sections that I film here in the garage. In the past, if I made a mistake, I would try to figure out a way to continue the video and kind of edit and splice. And I still edit and splice things, but I try to get bigger aspects and bigger cuts done without making a mistake. And sometimes when I'm out here and it's hot and I'm sweating and I start making mistakes and I have to do things over and over again, I start to get a little flustered. And sometimes a video that used to take me, you know, an hour to film is now taking me an hour and a half to an hour and 45 because I'll take so many cuts, and it just drives me bonkers. So anyway, that's what I got going on. What do you guys think about either of the pistols I have in for review, the M17X or the Girsan? Once again, it's the, oh boy, what was the model? Let's say on the side. Oh yeah, the MC14 G84. So let me know what you think about that. So anyway, that's the upcoming projects. I don't really got much else to talk about right now. I've just been super busy, and between my professional life and the Texas Gun Vault. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you made it to the end of this video, what is the word of the day? You guys love the word of the day. The word of the day is, I know, because we talked about the Romeo. Because we did the Romeo site, the word is going to be Romeo. So I know you made it to the end of the video. So there you go. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you for joining me in my hot garage, and I'm sorry it's a short one because I can't stay out here that long. So, as always, thanks for watching.